Calliope looks rather thoughtful after hearing that from Ben. A few major thoughts spinning around their head, but also like a kind of feeling of kinship. And Ben is always going to be a little different. But I think Calliope in this moment thinks and feels that they were also always going to be a little different. Even without this. They were never really going to be right. And they feel that in Crux too. We were never really going to be right. And it's the hunger in them. The thirst.
And Crux is looking at his hand, the one that got hurt punching Ben, rubbing it, smoothing it, thinking about never being right. Crux was wrong the day that he came out of this shit. And then turn to Calliope. Don't think too long.
About what?
I don't know. Whether you want to kill or help me.
Choice isn't really mine.
Then why does it look like you're thinking about it? Like you abandoned me an hour ago, yesterday.
Abandoned you. I stuck up for you.
It took you longer. It took Dell sticking up for me for you to stick up for me.
Do you believe that I wouldn't have if she hadn't?
Do you? How long would you have waited if she hadn't?
Probably until your head was on the chopping block. I trusted you, Crux. We trusted you. If you're going to be a monster, be a monster. I understand the monster. I'm not afraid of the monster.
If you're going to tell me to be a monster, then don't look so disgusted when I do monstrous shit.
Oh, but if you promise me you're not a monster, and then betray me, Crux? Crux.
You're right. I said I would be on my best behavior every time I left the house. Because I thought that was the CAM's rules. It was the CAM's rules. It is the CAM's rules. But we don't have to do that anymore. We won't have to. And if I live, I'll never have to again.
Cal nods slowly. I know you weren't given the opportunity to choose to change, like we were. But when I chose Crux, it was because I didn't want to be human anymore. I'm not satisfied with that anymore. I want to be something. And I'm not afraid of a little blood to get there. And I'm sorry you didn't get to choose. But I'm not afraid of the monster in you. And I don't want you to be afraid of the monster in me because I'm not going to hold back.
And Crux blinks and really looks at you. And inadvertently, the eyes of the beast comes out. I don't know, maybe it's something like a cat. No. A wolf. And then she blinks again. And you see a change that I don't think you've ever seen. They're serpent-like, closer to a dragon. and that hunger is right on their face. And Crux has the eyes of a servant. Don't look at me too long when we're after this. I think it'd make me want to fight you, and apparently, I won't be able to stop myself. And Crux looks away.
Calliope keeps looking for a few heartbeats longer.
Like you're
Almost a
staring at a
little
flame.
time. Like they're staring at a flame. Like a moth drawn to it. They smile and nod. And some of that iciness starts to melt.
After a few minutes, Ben comes back. And he has a sack with him, and he is dragging something along. And he enters the vault, closes the door, throws the sack in front of you. He goes, I know what you are. I do. You know, I've been sort of paying attention. It's kind of my job as a sheriff, investigating things that seem noteworthy. And I used to be a bit of a warrior at one point, and maybe still some of that on the inside, but the outside is an investigator. So I've been investigating, and I've noticed that you two don't generally eat. And that brings me some questions, right? Some of us, when we don't eat the way others eat, we try to hide these preferences. No big deal. Some of us are a little embarrassed if we have a preference for animal blood or bagged blood. It's a little bit shameful. You're a vampire. You're like, oh, you're supposed to bite down on the human, get a big, juicy bite. But you two, nah, that ain't happened. I haven't seen retainers bring you food, and I haven't seen you eat anybody or take any of the normal refreshments outside of one situation where I saw you, Crux, drink it, and you made a face that I will remember. I noted it at the time. So, the deal is, though, I brought you food. But your food ain't gonna go down without a fight. You see, as soon as I tell them it's okay, this is why mind fuckery is a motherfucker. You lose a little bit of yourself every time you do it. But as soon as I tell them it's okay to fight, they're going to defend themselves with everything they got from you two. So the choice is, will you or won't you accept this meal?
I appreciate your generosity.
I imagine this is what it's like for other vampires, kindred, when they need to eat. So I'm excited for the new experience.
I'm hungry.
Ben walks over, cuts open the sack, and you see a youngish looking Kendra, maybe somebody in their early 30s. Uh, looks like they're in like streetwear, t-shirt, pair of jeans, nice sneakers. Um, they look bewildered, and this person they look up at Ben and is like, "Who are they? Why do you have me here? Where did you take me to?" And Ben just pats him on the head and he says, there, young anarch. You're going to be put to a test tonight. And these two right here, they're going to try to kill you. And you see, I know, I've been watching you, and you know how to fight. Now, 2v1's a little bit unfair odds. I do understand that. But I'll give you a little something to balance the scales. And you see Ben grab this person, and he pulls the shirt off of this person and starts to hands reshaping body parts. It's like, I'll fix it if you live, don't worry. And takes his arms and turns them into blades.
That's crazy.
So now this person's hands become long, sharp, hardened skin on both sides. And when I say long, I mean his hands, what used to be hands, are blades now, and they are from upper body to the length down to the feet. So this is long range for this person. And he is screaming the whole time as Ben is reshaping them. He's like, please shut up. Shut up. I said I'd fix you if you live. And this person keeps screaming, and Ben just puts a hand over the mouth and squeezes the jaw down so there's no more mouth. This all just folds in. And so it's just a straight like line up to the nose from the neck just to here. I'm gonna leave y'all to go to work. Ready?
I don't think Crux waits for ready. Like the minute that it's like, I'm gonna leave y'all to go to work, Crux is sprinting forward.
Hey, now I didn't give them the command to fight.
Crux circles, like skids and slides at an angle, kind of like pouting. And it's like, I'm waiting.
You ready, Calliope?
Cal is quite still, just nods.
Then fight. And that person with the blade hands and no mouth. Ready. Let's go. Instantly. I already made a character sheet for this, so I was ready.
Oh my god.
There is a moment where, what's the best way to put this? Instant transmission, Goku-like, on you, Calliope, with blades swinging. You can roll to attack or roll to defend.
What? Why is that like the hardest question you've asked me all night? I will roll to attack.
Okay. Then strength and brawl.
Okay.
And you are free to rouse the blood if you'd like to here as well. If you want to,
Yeah, actually, let's totally go
I think
for
you
it.
have 3 into strength, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can bring your strength up to 5 with a rouse check here.
Oh, yeah. And I do not get hungrier.
Perfect.
Okay. That's delicious. Bubbo. Oh my god. Dropped some dice on my cat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
Cool. You managed to land a solid hit. But this thing is so fucking fast. You've never seen anything like this. I crit.
Oh!
I have a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes.
That's too many.
So you take a slash across the chest, and you are going to take map this out. Half the damage. You're going to take 5 superficial damage.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
If it goes over, then one of those will turn into ag, depending on your damages. But
Okay, I'm good for now.
Crux,
Yeah, yeah, what's up?
you get a chance to act here.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I want the first thing that I do, because I created an angle by getting away from Cal. I want to basically come at this thing's, this knife hands' shoulder and use all of my strength to just like break basically a shoulder.
This is a called shot. Let me see. So, roll your dice. You need a significant number of successes to do this, but should you reach the number of successes, you will break this arm.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna do the thing. I buff blood, buff strength. I forget what it's called, but I do not get hungrier. I forget every word all the time, so I add 2 more dice.
Yep.
Add 1, 2. And I'm going to use some willpower since I haven't done that in a while to reroll 3 of these since I had 3 normal losses. All right. I have 8 successes. Is that enough?
Unfortunately, it's not.
That's crazy, and you know it. Wait.
For breaking off a limb, you need 10.
Oh, I didn't add my... Wait, what is my specialty add? 1?
Huh?
What is
Your
my specialty
is
add? Hands, because I'm using my hands.
Hands? Oh, unarmed combat? Add an extra die. Yeah, roll 1 more die. Did you also... Well, no, that wouldn't really...
Did I also what?
Change anything here. No, just change the damage.
Just change the damage.
I was looking at prowess.
Oh, is that different?
No, don't worry about it. Just roll the extra die.
Okay.
You got any crit die in there?
Oh, let me look. Crit is red, right?
No, crit is the Ankh with stars.
I do have a crit.
Okay, so if you get another one on this other die, then you will have the margin of successes we're looking for here.
Nah, 9.
9. Fortunately not.
Damn.
You do manage to land a solid hit, and because this thing that used to be a kindred was in combat, was not really looking for you. That is a good chunk of damage. So
That doesn't matter.
all right. You hit it hard. And while you don't manage to break off a limb or severely damage it, you do aggravated damage on this thing at this point because you hit so hard between how hard you hit him and being just able to catch him off guard. Calliope, what you want to do?
Cal, as they get slashed in the chest, snarls in pain, kind of like chokes on the feeling of it, but it only seems to make them more ferocious. And if this thing is fast, then that's what they have to do, match its speed. It is not uncommon for ballerinas to break their feet or break their toes during rehearsals or shows. They have to just keep moving. So Cal just fucking keeps moving. And if this is about feeding, if this is about hunger, if this is about fighting to subdue, they had the inclination thought, same as Crux, tear off its arms, tear off the knives. But I think now, in a bit of a blind rage, Cal lunges forward, just at the like place where its mouth has been sealed shut, to bite its face.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nuts. And you... I love it.
Yeah, some more strength brawling there.
I like this roll for me. I like my dice to be nicer.
It is going to try to dodge.
5 successes.
It does not dodge.
Nice.
While you get a bite, but you don't get clean on it. So you do manage to get purchase and grab onto this thing and take a chunk out, but it is already moving by the time you get there and get that bite off. So it does take a bit of damage from you, as everything is now spilling into aggravated damage for it at this point. It is unhappy, and it is going to take another swing at you at this point.
Damn.
Yeah, so much for a 1v2, huh?
It is a good 2v1. 2 knives versus 2 hungry kindred.
And as you're on top of it, it just takes a stab at you. But again, you're fast too, and you do have some resilience to damage. You're going to take 1 more superficial damage, as it does not find clean purchase on you with a stabby arm. Crux.
Yes.
Help me out.
Yes. I have a new fun thing called Relentless Grasp.
Okay.
That just feels accurate. So I would like to, because you said is the front of its hands knives? Is there still skin, like arm?
It is arm knives.
Arm knives.
They are long blades now.
Shoulders?
The shoulders and like all of this is still normal. This is not anymore.
That's fine.
This is just a long blade.
I would like to basically grab at, take both hands, because I was behind it when I hit it, and just like grasp basically its shoulders and lock it in place, kind of, with these big hands.
This is
And probably, and
Stress.
I'm gonna try the grab and then move it around. But the point is, I want control of its body in a way that's gonna allow me to lock it down.
Go ahead and yeah, it's just gonna be more Dex and Brawl action here. Oh no, I'd say Dex.
I was thinking, no strength,
I mean, sorry, strength,
strength athletics, easy.
strength and athletics.
And I already have 2 on that because it's not like I'm using a different dice. Let me do no 2, 4. I got 6 successes, and 2 of them are the crits.
Is one of those crits on a blood die?
Let me look. No.
Okay. Yeah, you got it in a grip.
Hell yeah. And we're inside of a cell. Or we're
Y'all are inside a vault, a
vault.
old vault.
Even worse for this thing. Because now that I have it, I don't think there's an equivalent like thing to do this. Basically, I am going to ram it into the walls of this. Like, I'm gonna run forward with my.
You're gonna have to wait for another turn.
That's fine. No, that's easy. But I have it, and that's what I'm telling you. Know what's coming.
Calliope.
Yes.
This thing's
that
being
thing
held in
has,
place.
yeah, and it stabbed me way too much.
It did.
So Cal, decent understanding of anatomy, quite decent understanding of anatomy. They turned somebody's pelvis inside out.
Might do some fucked up shit, and I'm ready for it.
Yeah, so the shoulder that Crux went after did some major damage to. Cal, now that they have a second, is going to really, they kind of like focus in, like they can almost see through this thing's body, through that manipulation of bone and flesh that Ben had just done to see the inner workings of that joint. And Cal is going to run forward, grab like the shoulder and the elbow, and then ram their knee into the joint.
Yeah. More strength and brawling, I think, here.
Works for me. I roll so many dice. I would like.
Pack tactics.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Oh my God.
7 successes. Okay. Being that this thing can't really dodge at this point, since you have it in this grip, you land this clean. And look at my tracker here. Yeah. I think between you holding it, Crux, and Cal just doing just a flying knee into the shoulder that you already fucked up, you're holding one arm, and then another arm is just over here off of this thing. And it falls limp on the other side as it goes into torpor. Because y'all have done a significant amount of damage to this thing. It was not very hardy, but it was very dangerous.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Speed type versus power type, baby. I'm crying.
Ben goes, hold. 1 second. Looks over, makes sure. Now look. Never mind. Do your thing. Never mind.
You were gonna say don't drink too much.
Cal's already going over.
Yeah.
And I think they're like kind of dragging the other arm behind them. And then they just drop it when they get to the body.
I imagine you take probably the broken like arm side of the neck, and Crux, kind of already holding it, pulls the other side in to take the other side.
Excellent. Now, question for you both. Do you finish this poor creature?
I think Crux is at least going to take one hunger off and then do a vibe check.
So Cal has not consciously fed off another kindred since
that's why.
being turned.
And it is a beautiful, beautiful thing, Cal. This is fucking amazing. This is power flooding into you.
It actually feels right. It feels right. Nothing else has felt right this whole time. Well, they fed off of Delaney, so it doesn't taste that good. And Crux,
This is a hard
but
one
it
to meal.
tastes good.
You know, since
They
you fed off
offer
of
this.
Crux, you actually find that this feels very similar to feeding off of
Oh.
Crux.
That is true.
This-
I remember.
Good old Bruja blood.
I don't think I've ever tasted a Bruja, so
Today's your lucky day, pal.
yeah.
Cal's gonna drink 3.
Oh God, I was just about to say I do a vibe check before I even go back for another. How does this unfortunate soul look?
Oh, it looks fucked. You ripped its arm off.
That's true. I mostly mean if I drink
And part
more,
of
will
its
it
throat.
live? That wasn't me. Okay, that wasn't me.
And kicked the shit out of it along the way, too. I do have to add that part. Like,
That is true. I did that. That was for fun. It will not. I'm gauging. Will it survive another drink?
I mean, you have the gut wits and sense here so far. Probably
Kill
not.
enough. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. That's fine. I drop at least the other arm. Let this guy, this unfortunate soul, fall to the ground with its knife hands, and I look at Ben and I say, "Now, what were you gonna say?"
I was going to say, boy, you're monstrous enough to finish the job.
That's what I thought. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Actually, tell me, do monsters have any sense? Because personally, I don't think I want another person in my head.
I think between the two of you, you could potentially be safe. But I haven't really dabbled in Diablerie myself.
Not even in the spot.
Fortunately for me, my pack stayed pretty close and out of other people's business.
Cal had asked enough
Generally-
the
Oh,
flu.
go ahead.
They're just wiping big blood off their arm and then kind of look down at their shredded clothes from it slashed them. Do I heal any of that by feeding or no?
No, but you can make some rouse checks to see how much you heal. So you fed yourself pretty good. Now you can test the hunger to heal yourself.
No!
Dangerous
That's really
game you play,
That is a dangerous
storyteller.
game.
Fascinating thoughts.
It's really funny.
I'll chill for. Well, I'll do one. Fuck it. I've
not?
never been
There's
this low on hunger before.
There's still a meal in front of you.
Yeah. Okay,
Are
I
you
get
back down to
one more
one?
hunger. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, now you're at 2, right?
No.
oh no, can
No,
I go
you
down
You
to 0?
can't go down to 0 unless you kill.
Oh, that's really fascinating.
Yeah.
So I made a good choice actually. So I went down to 1 naturally, and I, even amidst being a monster, don't really want to risk having another person in my head. So I think Crux kind of is like drops the body, throws the hands up. Hey, I'll feed more when I get a chance, but not today. And then just looks over at Cal. But you, How much of a monster are you trying to be? I've already had my first.
I'll put it like this, just for an FYI, for mechanical sake. For every rouse check you make, you heal 2 superficial damage.
Okay. Can I can I unheal myself now knowing that I'm not at 0?
Yes, I'll
Cool.
allow that.
Sure.
Cool. I'm gonna
Do
keep
we-
the damage and the hunger for now.
That's right.
Though
Do
Cal
we
kind of
heal?
like, you got to rouse to heal.
Do we heal from sleeping?
You do heal when you sleep. When you sleep, you heal. I think it's equal to your. God damn it! I'll get into you in a second.
That's
I'm
fine.
just trying
No,
to
you're
remember.
good. That's a question that you can answer at any point, and it'll allow me to know what I am at fully. But you gonna eat that?
Are you goading me?
Curious to see what you would do. I was nothing but bloodlust and rage when I ate my fill.
You'll equal to your stamina rating at the beginning of the night.
Okay, yeah, I know that I'm only at 2. That's good to know.
Only superficial. Aggravated is a different mechanic.
No, yeah, I'm only at, because I've healed. I've been healing a long time. No, yeah, I'm only at 2, and I will heal that if I sleep. So, I am curious to see what an outside diablerie looks like. Second hand, third hand, whatever. Or maybe save it until the special one. I think mine's pretty special. Albeit fucked up.
Cal I think smiles a little bit. Lets you have it. Nods. But glances at Ben. They want to read on if this was part of a test, if this was part of a training. Is this a place where they prove themselves, or is this just feeding?
Give me an intelligence and insight roll.
Where's my insight? Okay. 2, 3. Not very many dice. Poor Cal never finished high school. 1 success.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
Ben is stone-faced and just sort of watching you all do this.
Cal feels the sting of the open wound in their chest, but they don't feel the thrill of the dance. They don't feel the fire. They feel the bone breaking, but they remember what it was like to kill that sniper from the Second Inquisition, because that person had shot Delaney. There was fire in that. This is just food. Just feeding. So they drop the limp arm, wipe their mouth. If you'd like to pursue science, Crux, be my guest.
Nah. I think these monsters are done playing with their food. And kind of like, I think I pick up the limp body and toss it over to Ben.
Yeah. Takes the body. He goes, didn't finish the job, but Ben just takes what was left of the body and just rips it apart.
Oh, I fully forgot you
That's
said
right.
that too. Yeah, I was
thinking about eating. If you ever do that in front of the Sabbat, you'll be dead. Finish the job.
Finish the job.
Always. Gorge yourself till you can't gorge yourself anymore. Everything is in excess. Everything.
So if it's
no, go ahead.
so if the meal is over, then it becomes a game. Those are the two spectrums I can imagine.
You're understanding a little better now.
In Cal's mind, it's not that there are doors closing on their humanity, but there are other doors opening into possibilities of being that they hadn't yet considered. And they nod thoughtfully.
I have one more ritual I got to tell y'all about, and this one's probably the one that's going to be the closest and probably most important to you. It is a Sabbat rite. They call it Valdery. Now, Valdery, if I was going to put in reductive terms, is a pack blood bond. It is weaker than what you'd find drinking from one other kindred to another. That bond is stronger, personal, sort of a slavish devotion that you can't quite break. Valdery, because it's split amongst several, it is not as strong. But over time, it can increase in strength to the point where going against your own pack would be blasphemous. How it works is then grabs his bag and pulls out a mug, a stein, and he sits it down. He goes, the chalice, whatever they use, might be different depending on the pack. Know this. If they offer you this cup, y'all are together, and they have you put your blood into it, there is no refusal. If you get to this point, it is too late. You got to do what you got to do. If you don't, they will kill you.
I assume that's how most things work in the Sabbat.
Many, not all of them. Now, I will say that if you have some way you can fake it and play it off, you can take that chance. I don't know if I would, but I understand why you would consider it, because that bond, well, they may bond you to someone that you don't want to be bonded to. Maybe being bonded to each other might be fine enough with y'all, but what if they add 2 more monsters to your group?
Yeah. I think I'll be fine, actually.
Perhaps you will, perhaps you won't.
Yeah.
But this also breaks old bonds.
At that, this is the first real expression of distaste that Cal has made this whole time. They've been very open, receptive, like a sponge, soaking all of this up. This is the first time that a look of distinct sharp displeasure crosses Cal's face.
Crux is literally doing this. Will people know if you are bonded or the bond is broken? Or etc. Is that like a thing we can sense? Well, you said
There
faking.
are
Faking using
some.
it.
Well, I faking drinking it.
Oh, okay.
There are some blood sorcery that can allow those to see a bond between others. Yeah, if that bond exists. Now, whether or not it's being used, another story entirely. But
Okay. So we have an extra person, then I need to give my blood to them, and you need to give your blood to me.
and Valdery, everybody's blood goes into that cup,
Oh, just one big guy.
and everybody takes a sip.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Great.
Why
How
are
common
you
is that?
what?
How
Valdery?
common is it? Yeah.
Incredibly so. Between
Oh.
packs, it is a pretty normal ritual. Rite, as they call it, the blood sacrament.
You said it's like, but it's lesser than being, say, if I drank from Cal like twice, it's less than that.
Unless you continue to do it over and over again.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Some packs require stronger bonds.
Sure.
My pack did. The first time is fair enough. You don't feel like you love them or you need them, but you find yourself, I'd have a drink at the bar with them. These are people I'd hang out with. Second time, these might be some of the best people I know. Some of my buddies, my pals. Third time, these are my ride or dies. Once you get the fourth, fifth, sixth time, y'all are family. There's nobody that can come between you. You will ride to the ends of the earth with your pack.
Ben,
Calliope,
how did you get out?
that's an interesting story, but let's just say a lot of people died.
Your
And
pack.
my pack. And once enough people died and enough blood was shed and my head was clear enough to see who I wanted to be no longer aligned with the things that I was doing, I ran.
Just happened to be lower on the totem pole of death.
I wouldn't exactly say that. It's complicated.
Always is.
But I am in a better place than I was, and probably the best place that I could be right now. And if it wasn't for Evelyn taking me in, and I don't know where I'd be.
I suppose it's very lucky for us that she did.
Is there a name for the annihilation of so many people in your sect? Is that an event we should know about?
When a bunch of us are killed, it's usually called stupid
I
because
guess
we've
when
done something stupid. We've overstepped. And
you all were killed. Well, you lived.
yeah, I lived. Whatever that's worth. But you You can only do so much death and destruction and causing problems before somebody's attention is drawn. In our case, it was both the Camarilla and the hunters.
Good to know.
Do you think that the Second Inquisition followed the Sabbat here? Do you think that's why they...
I don't know how much of the Second Inquisition still exists, but I do know that there are a number of different kinds of humans who are bold enough to try to hunt down the supernatural. And I say the supernatural because they hunt down the things they don't understand. It's not just us. We are just attention whores to an extent.
I'm sorry, what?
Attention
No,
whores.
before that, it's not just us.
Yeah.
Crooks, nobody told you?
There are changelings, there are werewolves. Hell, there's even mummies that exist.
What the fuck?
Ghosts, wraiths.
Okay.
Fey creatures, goblins,
No, don't have to keep going. No, it's fine.
unicorns.
Okay. And we're the attention hordes of it all.
We're just extra and we like to play around in the night. And sometimes some of us tend to draw attention. It's because we live so long amongst people that look just like us. We want to be like them, even if we don't want to be like them. And so some of us get gaudy, they get sloppy. We start to live in our excesses and so on and so forth. Some would say we're creatures of nature. This is what we are called to do. But if we are creatures of nature in such a way, then is our nature human? Or is it vampire? I'm no philosopher. I leave that to your people, the warrior poets, as they call the Bruja.
And the prophets, I suppose.
If that's what you want to call them.
All right, that's a lot to think about, but that'll be for a later day. I think the group drink will come when it comes, and we will get by.
Good.
So thank you.
I do have something I can give you. Might be helpful, might not be, depending on how you want to take things. He looks to you, Cal. He said, I told you and Delaney that I might teach you something one day.
Cal nods their head.
I can't teach you today, but I can get you started on the path.